Good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. Now, I've attached here, down below, a link to the attorney's report on what happened with the VBS Bank. And he identifies the top looters of this bank, which went belly up after all the money was taken out of it. And the report is put together by Advocate Terry Matau, SC, assisted by Worksman's attorneys. And as I say, if you look below this video, you'll see a link to the PDF. Very, very interesting. And of course, Shivambu's named in this particular report. But let's have a look at what they say in this report, which is probably the most interesting statement as far as I was concerned. The fellow says, I have for the past 5 months investigated the sorry affairs of the VBS Mutual Bank. My report will reveal that the perpetrators of the heist at VBS made away with almost 2 billion rand, and they certainly did not put in anything like the hard work and effort of Mr. Nightingale and his team. And he concludes in his introduction by saying, I trust that in this case arrests will be made. Well, good luck with that. This is South Africa. They're too well connected. A year into the closing and liquidation process of VBS Mutual Bank, liquidator Anush Ruplal is the only authority actually showing any results. 5 of the robbers-in-chief, all VBS bank managers, have been sequestrated. No criminal prosecutions have been initiated. The people involved are VBS Chair Chifiwa Matotsi, former CEO Andili Ramavunga, former CFO Philip Truter, former Head of Treasury Fofi Makundabwani, and former Group Executive of Zele Investments Robert Madzonga. VBS bank managers willfully encircled themselves when they plotted to rob the bank in a vast scheme involving more than 50 people. Between 2014 and 2018, the bank was robbed into insolvency, prompting the Reserve Bank to initiate a forensic investigation in March 2018. Advocate Terry Matau and the law firm Worksman's found that the bank's bookkeeping is in disarray. Spreadsheets replaced the banking system, which did not allow the robbers to move money around illegally. Matau and Worksman's originally reported 1.89 billion rand stolen, which was siphoned off to 53 main characters. The main beneficiaries were the bank managers themselves. Now, Ruplal's investigation suggests that 800 rand million more has been stolen than initially thought. He also finds it highly likely that a further forensic investigation into the flow of funds to 4th and 5th tier receivers would be necessary, and that would implicate people like Julius Malema. This will shine a spotlight on the ultimate beneficiaries of the VBS loot, and not only the fronts used to siphon money out of the bank. In a report drafted for creditors of the bank, Ruplal estimated the bank can realize assets of about 420 million rand, but may have creditors' claims of about 2.7 billion rand. A creditors' meeting will take place today, Friday the 8th of November at 10 a.m., with the Master of the High Court in Polokwane, Limpopo. Ruplal said the records of the banks were created to deceive. He says, due to the pervasive nature and extent of the fraud, the accounting records do not fairly represent the state of affairs and business of the bank and do not explain the transactions and financial position of the bank. According to Ruplal, the biggest creditors are municipalities, which are owed an estimated 1.55 billion rand. These include some of the poorest municipalities in Limpopo and Northwest, which are now struggling to provide sanitation services and clean water to millions of people. Businesses are owed an estimated 300 million rand and small depositors an estimated 260 million rand. Assets which will be realizable in Ruplal's estimate include the 270 million rand in loans and advances to be repaid voluntarily to VBS Bank. The lion's share of the assets owed to the bank is, however, to be clawed back through civil litigation procedures. This includes money received from successful liquidation and sequestration proceedings. In total, 119 illegal claims have so far been instituted by the bank. Ruplal has already finalized sequestration and liquidation proceedings against the 5 robbers-in-chief and their companies. In some instances, their partners have been sequestrated too. Advocate Matau and Worksmans found that the 5 bank managers stole more than 420 million rand from VBS Mutual Bank. Matotsi, 325,896,831 rand. Ramavunga, 28,925,934 rand. Truta, 5,806,259 rand. Makodobani, 30,572,296 rand, and Madan Zonga, a very similar amount of 30,372,282 rand. VBS shareholder Vele Investments, shared by Matotsi, received close to 1 billion rand in stolen funds. Vele has also been liquidated, along with another 14 companies. Liquidation applications for another 4 companies will be heard on Monday, on the 11th of November 2019. Ruplal has further initiated litigation proceedings against borrowers who defrauded on their loans. These include former President Jacob Zuma, who stands to lose his homestead in Kanjla, and Brian Shivambu, the brothers of economic freedom fighters Deputy President Floyd Shivambu. Zuma must fight a summons filed by Ruplal to pay back 7.3 million rand he owes for his Nkandla home, or risks losing the property. Shivambu, who is a frontman for his brother, EFF partner or EFF president, Julius Malema, and the EFF have managed to pay back a home loan and a business loan owed to the bank. He pleaded poverty at first, but an unknown benefactor paid the loans before the liquidation proceedings could be finalized. These proceedings would have opened the way for a proper investigation into the Shivambu millions, which would lead straight to Floyd Shivambu and Malema. The liquidator is further engaging with various potential purchasers in order to sell the advances book and other assets of the bank, Ruplal reported. He is, however, well aware of chancers who either put in false claims or are trying to buy the bank, presumably to squash through investigations into wrongdoing. In one such brazen move, in March 2019, Matsepe claimed to be a creditor of VBS Mutual Bank. Scorpio wrote about Matepe's 35.4 million rand in stolen VBS money here, which included vehicle finance from VBS for a Range Rover. Matepe denied any and all wrongdoing. Legal proceedings against most important role players, such as the Public Investment Corporation officials Ernst Nasani and Paul Magula, as well as KPMG auditor Sifu Malaba, who kept the PIC and Reserve Bank in the dark about the true states at VBS, must also be finalized. Scorpio wrote about Nasani and Magula's riches. Malaba illegally received 34 million rand for being a team player. Matau and Worksmans found. In the meantime, SME Bank of Namibia and Alemia Group of Companies Pty Limited contacted Ruplal asking for information about their involvement in the saga. SME Bank subpoenaed VBS to provide documentation regarding the relationship and transactional history. The bank is being liquidated at the moment. Alemi Group want to recover funds from VBS held in a mortgage bond, which was apparently registered by VBS after the commencement of the liquidation proceedings. The liquidator's office has also been assisted this week with 1,000 small retail depositors at VBS's Makado and Toyoyandu branches to finalize and commission their claims against the bank. These include Stockvells, church groups, and small retailers. Depositors with legitimate claims can still go to Nedbank with their addresses and ID cards or books to claim back their lost money. 9 municipalities have sent in their claim forms to the liquidator's office and are expected to have representatives at the creditors' meeting in Polokwane on Friday the 8th of November. Rupal said in his report the top 5 robbers, Matotsi, Truta, Ramavunga, Mukadabwani and Madzonga, may soon face criminal charges. Neither the Hawks nor the National Prosecuting Authority has moved on the matter in more than a year. How's that? No one's touching this with a barge pole. And yet poor old Vicky Momberg, she uses a naughty word and she's behind bars. This is just South Africa typified, isn't it? Anyway, don't forget, copy of the whole report is below this video. It's a vbs.pdf. You'll see it there. Download it and have a look for yourself. It's very, very interesting. Please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell for the updates. Please like this video. Please share this video. And above all, stay safe.